What's up, YouTube? It's Onion Bomb here on Ascent Sports, and welcome to a sports video.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
So today we're kind of doing something that I kind of imagined we'd be doing
Titties.
this kind of stuff. Maybe not that on this channel, but I'm being joined by other members of Team Ascent here. We got Steven, aka Commanderrising, and Isaiah, aka
You're
Bossmanspencer. And for this video, we are going to be sharing where we think some of these quarterback free agents are going to be ending up in the offseason, the quarterback offseason moves, what teams they're going to be landing. Of course, this is an NFL video, if you couldn't already tell. I know everyone likes their quarterbacks in the NBA, but we have some. I have a list here. We're just going to go through some, the big name free agents, and some that aren't free agents. At least I don't think they're free agents, but they're like rumored to be on the move. So without further ado, guys, let's get started here. I'm gonna kick this off. We're gonna start with Tom Brady, and where is he going to go? In my opinion, I think he ends up back in New England. And it has been it seems like there might be type beef, but in this stage of his career, and I just feel like he's gonna end up back there. Rather than learn a new system or just go somewhere else. I know they have been kind of beef that there's no good receivers, but New England seems to really want him, and I just even with I just. I'll believe it when I see it when Tom Brady goes somewhere else. So that's just my thoughts, though. I just can't see him leaving. So I know some people have said other locations. Some people also agree. But yeah, that's just what I'm feeling. What about you guys?
well, for me personally, I think Tom Brady's gonna end up in the XFL, and here's my reasoning. No, I'm just playing. No, that would, obviously, bro,
That'd be
they would go
crazy.
broke trying to give him a contract.
Yeah.
But no, for me personally, I think he's gonna end up back on the Patriots as well. I just don't see him. It makes no sense for him to go to another team because just for most of the reasons you said, he's gonna be 43 in August. He's had the same people doing everything for him for the last 20 years in that organization. Like that's the thing. Like people don't put that into perspective. Like think about that. Like he has been under not only underneath the same system, the same coach, the same owner for 20 years, but at that point like you have to think about the small things. Like the small things like how he has his locker set up, like where he parks, like what like all that like just the small things, bro. Like bro, that's like that stuff matters. Like all the tiny things,
Oh
bro.
man.
You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah, I
Like
know what you're saying. It's just
Yeah.
funny.
yeah,
I wasn't ready.
bro, like getting like
Yeah.
his trainers, like all those people, like he's known the same people, the same things. Like he
Mhm.
has a system of what he does for the last 20 years. Why would he just want to stop that for like maybe 2 or 3 seasons? Like, and then on top of that, his family just moved into a house in Connecticut, and Connecticut is like
Holy shit.
what's up,
You did your research.
bro? This is like
Nah.
like
That's yeah,
Yeah.
good. I'm just not as prepared.
Nah,
and
you're fine.
like Connecticut's really close to Boston, or Foxborough, excuse me.
Mhm.
But yeah, it just doesn't make it doesn't make everything that's been like it just doesn't make sense. Like why would he leave for like 2 seasons, three at best, to go to a foreign place? Like it just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And yeah, like there, bro, how many years have we heard New England and Brady have had beef internally? Like
Mhm.
I feel like I feel like it's been going on for years. Like Belichick doesn't like Brady, Brady doesn't like Belichick, but they come back every year and make a contract. And there's never any like I don't know. I feel like people read into that too much. Like you just have to kind of like chill out, take a step back. He's not going anywhere. He is coming back for sure because Hulu Sports. But yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
weak.
he's definitely playing.
so
Um
Hulu be on top of their shit with the ads.
Mhm.
Baker, Tom Brady, they got it. All right, but that's
Baker's a
me.
scrub though.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
Tom Brady is staying in New England. That's my personal opinion.
yeah,
Well,
I think he's staying in New England as well. I think he just wants money. Honestly, I think he
Yeah,
just wants to get paid. That's really
well, I
it. He's
think
not
too.
gonna leave.
I think he
If
wants
he were to leave,
receivers.
if he were to leave, I think maybe like LA or some shit. But
I was
alright,
thinking.
I'm not gonna curse on this video, but he's not leaving. If he is though, it's gonna be either LA or somehow, some way, San Francisco. If he can weasel his way into that starting role, but he's probably
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't make any sense to me because they literally just offered Jimmy G a fat contract, and they believe in Jimmy G. They like.
Yeah.
So that 49ers makes no people who make that argument. Like I'm not saying you like.
Yeah,
'cause,
I've
like,
heard that.
Yeah, it's just that argument makes no sense to me.
Either. By the way, guys, if you couldn't already tell from that one, we didn't really discuss prior to keep it surprise for the video and for more entertaining. So we might have the same answers, we might have different ones. We might agree, we might disagree. So yeah.
Or by the way, oh correction, it wasn't in Connecticut. I'm sorry. New York City. He moved into some neighborhood in New York City. I don't know why I said Connecticut.
He's
I think
going to
they're
the
home
Giants.
Yeah, no. It's all yeah. But his home is in somewhere in some rich neighborhood in like New York City. Sorry, correction. No fake news here. Sorry.
All right, so we all agree that Tom Brady is going to the Patriots. Steven, why don't you lead us with the next one? Phillip Rivers.
Oh yeah, Phillip Rivers. Okay, so one, I don't think Phillip Rivers is retired. He's not retiring. I think he even said he's not retiring. So there's that. He's definitely moving on from the Chargers.
Yeah, they've said they want to move on.
Yeah, so that's that. The dude was commuting like to practice every day. I think to LA. I think the drive was like was it like?
Yeah, he never left San Diego. It was a couple hours.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 or 3 hours to commute. So props to him, man. He really was committed, and it sucks that just like they want to move on from like okay, I granted Phillip has been tweaking like the last year or two. I get it, but just for them to just say nope, moving on, like that's crazy. But I guess that is how the NFL is. Although the NBA is way worse with that stuff than the NFL. But neither here nor there. I think that Phillip Rivers. I personally, I was really trying to pinpoint a team, and I honestly have no clue where he's going to end up. But my wild guess, and I want you guys to take this with a grain of salt, is the Indianapolis Colts. That's my guess. I just feel like I feel like that would be the best option for him, I guess per se. You know, there's maybe a couple other options, but yeah, I feel like the Colts would just be willing to take a chance on Phillip Rivers. So.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Well, he's not retiring, and I personally have no idea where he's going, but yeah. Colts is my guess.
Okay, so I've seen that for Colts. I do agree that could be a good fit. However, where I think Phillip Rivers could be going is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The reason being is I've seen a couple rumors where there was like a mutual kind of interest, or maybe not a mutual one, but like a Buccaneers one. I think I heard something about Phillip Rivers having a house in Florida. Now I'm taking that with a grain of salt because that's something that I've only heard like very minimally. But I really think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are really going to be kind of almost desperate to move on from Jameis Winston after his 30 for 30 year. And granted, Phillip Rivers isn't the best with picks either, but anything is going to look better after moving on from Jameis Winston. I'm sorry. But
Come back.
30
Yeah,
you're
you're not a big Jameis fan.
I'm not. I'm a little bit of a fan. I think he can be actually a great quarterback, but he needs to clean up the picks. But yeah, I think the Tampa Bay would be good for Phillip Rivers. They have a good receiving core, decent defense. Anyway, they're a low key team that like are close to like being something. I think. Sorry, excuse my phone vibrating. But yeah, I think Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Bruce Arians as the coach, the old timers in the game. getting together. Phillip Rivers, Bruce Arians, Buccaneers. Isaiah, what do you think? So far, with the Colts and the Buccaneers.
I think Phillip Rivers should retire,
Yeah, he should.
but
he won't.
I actually I actually had written down that maybe if he is to go to another team, that I thought he was gonna go to the Colts. I just think that's like the best. I don't know. That's a team that I guess would suit him, but I don't even think the Colts would really want him. That's just like a jersey I pictured him in, honestly.
Yeah, same.
He's just too old to really like go to any of these teams. No team is like really like a quarterback away from winning, and if they are, Phillip Rivers isn't that good anymore. He's not gonna take, like, for example, the Bears to like the championship next year.
No, he's not gonna do that with any team. He's just not that guy anymore.
So yeah, I honestly think he should just retire. But maybe he'll end up somewhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, put my guess, I guess, as the Colts.
All right. So
I
we got.
Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe if the Giants are looking to replace Daniel Jones, they can bring Rivers in.
I mean, he would be a decent mentor for a
him.
young QB. It wouldn't be that like that. That's also kind of a reason if the Buccaneers want to
I'm
move
not
on
saying
from Jameis
Phillip
Winston.
If I'm Daniel Jones, no way.
Yeah, no, not a shot. But no bullshit though. Phillip Rivers is a Hall. He's going to Hall of Fame. With all his stats, bro. Woo! Yeah, he's going to Hall of Fame, and he's playing again. So, or at least probably. Like, well, he says he's playing, but will a team pick him up is the question. And play him at that. So, yeah. All right. Who's next?
Next up, we have Teddy Bridgewater. Isaiah, you can lead us with this one.
I think Teddy Bridgewater is the best quarterback on like this free agent list as far as
definitely for the future.
Yeah, like as far as like bang for your buck. So that's why it was kind of hard because like there's so many like low key teams. But I have the Bears written down and the Chargers written down. I think I have the Bears written down for a couple people though, honestly, as like first and second choices.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like who decides to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Bears, like obviously they needed a quarterback all last year. Trubisky isn't working. Bridgewater had a pretty decent season when Breeze was out, so I think that'd be a good option. And then Chargers, they're obviously moving on from Rivers. If they don't draft a quarterback, Bridgewater is relatively young, I guess. Why not? They really can throw anybody back there at this point. Just try something. Hand it off. Yeah, I think Bears or Chargers.
Bears or Chargers? I like those. Steven, what about you for Bridgewater?
Well, I think Teddy Bridgewater is going to stay on the Saints.
You think he's going to stay on the Saints?
No, I don't. I'm just kidding. But I mean, and all realistically though, like I low-key can see them like signing him as a backup again, like if it comes down to it, like because what do you call? Well, Taysom Hill's not a free agent, right?
He is.
Oh,
he's on this list too.
Okay, yeah, I knew he was on the list. I thought he was just one of those guys in the air for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, so both of their backups are free agents, which is where I think Taysom Hill is already going to be a free agent. He was drafted that long ago. That's crazy. But anyway, so that's my secondary option for Teddy Bridgewater is that he will, if the Saints are really desperate, they're going to sign him back. But I don't think that's going to happen unless either the Chargers or the Colts offer him a contract that is worth fitting. I think that the Chargers or the Colts are going to take Teddy Bridgewater. I think one of the two are going to offer him a contract. Maybe the Bears, but I'm going to talk about the Bears a little bit later. But I think the Chargers and the Colts, one of the two teams, are going to offer him a contract. And if he doesn't see it fitting, I feel like the Saints will also offer him a contract, and he might take that because Drew Brees did say he was coming back for one more year, or he was coming back for this year, not one more year. That's
he's coming back. Definitely.
Yeah, this season. He's coming back this season. So does Teddy Bridgewater want to wait another year on the bench? that will be up to him.
If
But,
I'm Teddy Bridgewater, nope.
yeah, yeah,
It's payday.
If I'm the
he tore an
Saints,
ACL,
though,
bro, I'm out.
if I'm the
He tore an
Saints, though,
ACL.
I
The
want to
Vikings
keep.
gave up on him, and they got Kirk Cousins for $1 billion over there. Yeah, average. Meanwhile, he just came off a torn ACL and is most likely a starter. I'm taking the
Yeah.
money. I'm getting
Teddy
out of
Br-
there.
If I'm the
yeah,
Saints, though, I'm trying to keep Teddy
Oh
Bridgewater.
yeah, for
because-
sure.
yeah.
I-
So, but for so that's my. I think
Okay.
the Chargers or the Colts are going to offer him a good contract, and if the Saints offer him a better contract, I think he'll take it, man. I think he will.
If he
But-
stays with the Saints, like for like say they do like some 1 year thing, he's gonna end up on the Jets the next year because they're gonna give up.
Probably, yeah. So yeah, that's my prediction for
Alright.
Teddy Bridgewater is the Chargers or the Colts.
Wait, Brendan, real quick. I'm sorry. Are the Dolphins like are they in the market or
Yeah,
not?
for a QB, yeah, they are.
I mean, I know they're
they
like
could
draft
be,
heavy too.
but a
heard,
lot of
like,
people
Tua.
saying they're gonna take Tua, and
Okay.
probably if they do that, they're probably gonna keep Fitzpatrick.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you. Oh, you mean free agent? Oh yeah. Oh, no, they got a good.
I don't because I'm spoiler alert. I don't really have the Dolphins listed because they're just so bad. I can't like nobody can help them.
Yeah,
They're like the last year's Raiders at this time.
Yeah,
they have like three
I-
first-round draft picks,
Yeah, they got this.
Yeah,
and they
and the Bengals are pretty bad as well.
yeah. Alright. So for Teddy Bridgewater, I actually really like this fitting for him. I really like Teddy Bridgewater on the Colts. That's my favorite pick because to me, they were decent, at least for a little bit with Jacoby Brissett. They kind of fell off a cliff, but Bridgewater is like a step up from Jacoby, and like the Colts finished at 7-9, 8-8. I feel like putting Bridgewater there gets them to at least 9-7, 10-6.
Yeah.
And hey, that's the AFC South. That's enough to win that division. So, and you know, if you're Teddy Bridgewater, you're on a pretty good team. Colts are a decent team. Like everyone thought they were going to be elite with Andrew Luck, and you know Andrew Luck walks away, so they maybe are a quarterback away. They still need some other pieces or could use some upgrades, but I think they could be really good if the Colts pick up Teddy Bridgewater. I think that's a good fit for them. I feel like the system would be really good because he very similar as in like a mobile quarterback like Jacoby Brissett. So yeah, I really love Teddy Bridgewater to the Colts. So
Bro, they got an O-line too late, bro. Like Andrew Luck literally had nothing on his offense for the longest
Tired on
time.
him.
yeah.
For so long. He had T.Y. Hilton for a little bit, you know, but like
That's it. Like
that's literally it. T.Y. Hilton, and that's it. No running
Mason
back.
had Juju.
Yeah,
And he didn't really have him. Yeah, we suck.
Yeah. So like that's a So yeah, they started building around Andrew Luck too late, man. He just started getting too hurt too much, and then he walked away. And that's on the Colts, man. That's on the Colts. They wasted a really talented QB. So, but yeah, Colts is a good option. Yeah, I say Colts are the Chargers.
All right, so we had Colts, Chargers, Bears. Were all three of the teams that got mentioned. Isaiah
said the
had
Bears.
two, and you had Chargers and
Just
Bears.
put the Bears. Have I said? I didn't say the Bears last time, right?
I don't think.
I haven't said it. I'm trying not to repeat.
Okay. Alright. Moving forward, next up we have Jameis Winston. I'll start us off with this one. Jameis Winston. By the way, this is kind of a mix of where I think they would best fit and where I think they are gonna go. Like it's kind of like a mix of the two things. I think the Bears might pick up Jameis Winston. He's not the biggest upgrade from Mitchell Trubisky. However, they do seem a little bit too not all for like Mitchell Trubisky. Like they're not quite like giving up on him yet, even though like they're not in the best position to give up on him yet. Either. So I feel like if they pick up Jameis Winston, maybe they start Mitchell Trubisky still, but like probably he is going to do. He's going to flop. They put in Jameis Winston, give him a little bit of hope. He's going to be a spark, but then it's going to kind of die off, and he's not going to be the answer either, and they have to look for a quarterback again. But I think just something else besides Mitchell Trubisky, I think would be good for the Bears, and I think Jameis Winston could do that. Plus, not a lot of defenses can withstand the ball being turned over 5 times a game. But at least the Bears' defense is decent. They might be a little bit better at that than some others. So I think Jameis Winston is a good fit for the Bears, and I think he could be headed there.
Yeah. For me personally, I think this is going to be a pretty bold statement because I know most people won't say this, but I think he's staying in Tampa. I think he's going to stay in Tampa. Yeah, I do.
I was thinking that too, like that if I wasn't gonna pick a team, but
yeah. But my reasoning is this, and I did actually do a little research on this. There's a lot of people in the Tampa Bay organization that some of them do have faith in him, some of them don't. It's really torn. And the big part is he throws a shit ton of picks, but bro, other than that, he is a solid QB. And yeah, he had that little incident with his girlfriend, little incident. But I think he's a really talented QB. Other than the picks, he needs to clean that up, like you said. But I think the Bucks offer him some sort of minor contract, 2 or 3 year contract, or just something like that, and give him another shot and see what happens. But I personally think he's going to end up back on Tampa, and if he doesn't, then yeah, the Bears are probably a good option. Maybe the Chargers, I don't know. But my pick is that Tampa offers him a small contract. That's my prediction.
Also note the reason why I didn't go with Tampa also is because even though he doesn't have all the power, Coach Bruce Arians had an interview, said we can win with or without Jameis Winston. He definitely is a little frustrated with him, but Isaiah, where I almost called you Jameis, where do you think he's going?
Once again, me and Steven have the same answer. I wrote down he's gonna stay with the Bucks. I don't know what they're gonna offer him, but I mean, he threw 30 touchdowns. And think about it like this. We were complaining all year about Mason not throwing the ball. You don't get that with Jameis.
Yeah.
He'll throw it. He has
true.
that mentality. I feel like you can't get rid of that.
He's almost got that Big Ben status.
Yeah.
He's just always throwing the ball.
Just throw it.
Just throw it.
I feel like he could have a good year one of these years.
If they clean, of course, obviously, he had 30 interceptions is nuts. I don't know his numbers like that, but there's no way that's a thing. I don't know though, but I think he's gonna stay with. I think he's gonna stay with the Bucks. I think Jameis is all right. I don't think he's that bad. He's definitely better than his mans he got drafted with.
Oh, bro, that's what you do. That's out my mouth. I was just getting ready to say he's way better than.
Yeah,
way better.
Other dude. Wait till we get to him.
Well, speaking of which, did you say Mariota?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's the next guy, Marcus Mariota.
I'll start with
Steven,
that scrub. So, sorry, Marcus, if you're watching this, but Mario not watching this, but Marcus Mariota. Bona fide scrub. And the crazy thing is, he looked actually okay at first. The first, I think, his second or his third season, he played pretty good. He had he had some good stats, but just I don't know, it went downhill, man. There was just flashes of potential, but he could just never solidify himself. And what team do I think is going to pick him up? This is the only one where I just don't have an answer for it. I don't know. What team? What? It could be a team that doesn't even need a QB, but they need a backup QB. Any team could sign him. I don't think he's going to get a starting job. I just don't. There's no shot that he's going to get a starting job anywhere else. But one of these teams are going to offer him a backup QB contract for a year or two or whatever, or 2 years, 3, whatever. But it's going to be a small contract, and then he's going to be a backup somewhere. I don't know where. I really just genuinely don't. It could be any team, bro. Any team. But final prediction: any team's going to offer him some sort of backup job. That's my That's my prediction.
He's trash.
Isaiah.
He is
He's
trash.
trash. He got benched for Ryan Tannehill, who is worse Alex Smith by a lot.
Except this season. Played good this season.
Nah, he's a Tannehill is a team player, Steven.
Yeah,
But
team player.
Anyway,
That's...
yeah, I don't know. He's gonna be a backup somewhere. If if Tennessee doesn't sign him as a backup, or if some like random team, like for example us, I don't want us to sign him, but like a team like who needs a quarterback. I wrote down the Broncos as a backup.
Broncos.
I
He
don't know,
could
who's
back
their
up Drew
quarterback?
Lock. He could.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going on over there, so I just wrote them down. But yeah, he's gonna be a backup somewhere. He's not a starter.
No.
This is actually one I almost had him just rotting in free agency, honestly. But I thought
AB
of
type shit.
I thought of a scenario kind of with my other free agent landings here. For Marcus Mariota, I have the Chargers. Now, this is what I think the Chargers are going to draft Herbert, or if the reports of the Dolphins liking Herbert better than Tua, I think the Chargers might get Tua. So I think the Chargers are going to draft their future quarterback. But I think Mariota, they maybe sign someone like Mariota almost either as a backup or as like a bridge quarterback. Kind of like what the Redskins did. They signed Case Keenum but drafted Dwayne Haskins. I think we get that kind of situation. I think if Marcus Mariota does start for them, he'll get benched and the young rookie is gonna get thrown in there. Oh, maybe too early. Maybe that's way. Maybe he'll flourish. Maybe he'll fall. I don't know. I just that's the only thing I could see where he could possibly start. Anything else, like, yeah, he could go to a backup quarterback, or a team to be a backup quarterback. Yeah, that's what I got from Mariota. Not too much.
All right.
So I think Broncos, Chargers, and Steven, you just said like anybody for a backup position.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at some compared to other like some backup he's not the worst. He's probably one of the better backup quarterbacks, but it's not like he's definitely one of the worst starters.
Yeah, he is the worst starter.
All right, next up we have Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah.
Isaiah, you're up to lead us.
I think he stays in Tennessee. I'd be surprised if either of you had anything different. I don't obviously he had a great run with Tennessee, and Tennessee offer him something like to continue that and potentially look at somebody, potentially build with him. We'll see how good he actually is. But he did give up like a 3 touchdown lead against the Chiefs. Like that happened. We saw like he's good in the system. Like when it works, when they're lit, it's lit. He can make the throws. That's all you need from a quarterback sometimes. Just make your throws. Team games come down to like 3 or 4 plays sometimes. Make your throws. Sometimes he can do that, but sometimes he can't. So I think he'll stay in Tennessee on a team-friendly deal. It's Ryan Tannehill. We know about Ryan Tannehill. He's in no position to really command money. He'll stay for some like cheap. He'll stay for some cheap thing. Hopefully he does good.
Yeah.
The Titans are good themselves, and that's why I don't think like they're in a position to really like. He'll take a team-friendly deal.
Yeah. I agree. Ryan Tannehill's a team player, right, Isaiah?
Yeah.
The team player.
He's a game manager.
Literally.
He's a real quarterback, like Alex Smith.
Yeah, real quarterback. Alex Smith is another person. I don't know if he's still in their we'll talk about him later, I guess. But yeah, Ryan Tannehill. He's staying with Tennessee. I don't see him going anywhere else. Tennessee's definitely going to offer him something. I just don't see why they wouldn't. I said, Ryan Tannehill literally had the best season of his career. I think he led the league in QBR rate. I think he had the best QBR in the league. Granted, he only did start for like 3/4 of the games because Marcus Mariota played for I think 3 or 4 starting. And but still, I mean, he played a majority of the season starting. He had a great season, not like spectacular, but he had a great season, his best season. And yeah, he did give up a 3 touchdown lead to the Chiefs, which shouldn't have happened. I mean, he shouldn't have given that up. But yeah, I think the Tennessee will sign him to some sort of deal. It'll be cheap, team friendly, and yeah, and I think he'll take it. So that's my prediction, Ryan Tannehill. And I think eventually, I think he's going to be like a long-term bridge quarterback to whoever they're going to find after. Like, I don't think it's going to
Yeah.
be. I don't think it's going to be quick. Like, they're not going to draft a QB this draft or next draft. I think this is going to be like a long-term bridge quarterback. I think that's what he's going to be. And he's only 30, 31 years old. So he does have like another 5, 6 seasons left at least. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty easy one. I have him going to the staying with the Titans too. I don't, regardless what you say, they did get to the conference championship, so I
Yeah.
don't see why you bring that back. And plus, I mean, I know unless you can get your hands on someone better, like maybe like if you want to try to get Bridgewater or like, I mean, I still like I don't know, I don't think you should even try to get like Brady or Rivers or anyone else. Like,
Yeah.
I think their best bet for right now with their draft picks and free agent just re-sign Ryan Tannehill. I think that's an easy one, and honestly, that's probably the most likely thing that's gonna happen out of everything we spoke about so far, at least in my opinion.
It just makes the most logical sense for them to do. Like it's just all the logic behind it. Like obviously they're not gonna slam him with like a 5-year, 50 million. Like nothing like that. But
Something.
something. They'll give him something. Yeah. So, all right, who's next?
Next up we have Dak Prescott, and
Dakota
for me,
Prescott.
I'll start with him. Dakota Prescott. He's staying with the Cowboys. I did that. Yeah, no.
Okay, I guess we'll just screw me then.
Yeah, screw you. You got the next one. Dak Prescott. He's staying with the Cowboys. Bro. I don't get it. Like, why is everybody I've seen like not like a lot, but I've seen some talk. Oh, Dak's going to. To me, that's like I'm sorry if you guys picked another team, but like to me, that's such a stupid conversation. Like Jerry Jones fucks with Dak Prescott. Jerry Jones will not get rid of Dak Prescott. It's not going to happen. The franchise tag or a deal's going to happen. One of the two. Like, that's it. Like, just see the way Jerry Jones talks about Dak Prescott. He's not leaving. That's it. Period. Like, that's my prediction. He's staying with the Cowboys. Whether it's a franchise tag or a deal, I don't know. Probably the franchise tag, but he's staying with the Cowboys and he's playing, and it's a no-brainer to me. I don't get the conversation there. Just look at what Jerry Jones says about him, and that's it. So that's me. Period.
Yeah, I think he stays with the Cowboys. Just kind of same reason as Tannehill, but they didn't make the playoffs. But I just don't see him going anywhere.
Yeah, I didn't say he was good or like great. Like Dak to me is average, but Jerry Jones loves Dak, so that's what I'm saying. Like he's not going. Not a shot. So.
I also Brendan, you were done, right?
I was just gonna say, what about you, Isaiah? Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, he's staying with the Cowboys, but yeah, Jerry needs to pay up. If I'm Dak, I don't play on that franchise tag. What if I get hurt? Yeah. Le'Veon already, you know what? Le'Veon gave the whole entire league a blessing because he already sat out. So now if Dak wants to sit out and he doesn't want to play on that that stupid franchise tag, then he won't. Why? They paid Zeke. They paid the whole entire defense. Why does that gotta wait?
Yeah,
we saw how good they were with no quarterback. They were a 4-win team before Dak got there.
Facts.
Yeah. Next up we have Taysom Hill. I'll start with this one. I have him being re-signed by the Saints. I think they're what they want to be. They want him to be the quarterback of the future, which I like Bridgewater better, but I just think it's looking like it's going to end up being Taysom Hill. Here's the thing with Taysom Hill. There's the meme like where Taysom Hill, what position do you play, and it's that guy saying linebacker, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and just list all the positions, and that's funny. But like, this is like a personal thing too. I don't know if I can ever take him seriously as a franchise quarterback because of like how much like he does. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't really seen him play too much, but I just not really have a good feeling about him. But I guess I need to see more. However, my feelings mean nothing because I do think he'll be re-signed by the Saints. I think they're trying to get him to be the future.
Yeah. Isaiah, you can go ahead.
Same here. Honestly, like, I was never really big into the whole Taysom Hill thing. I kind of like watched some highlights. He looks okay. Like, him playing like 17 positions is pretty cool. That's, I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's gonna stay on the Saints. He's gonna be the more affordable option between them and him and Bridgewater. He'll stay on the Saints, and he'll enjoy being a backup because if the Saints exit the Drew Brees era with the Taysom Hill era, oh my god.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy if he was nice though, and like someone like took this like from the pad, like on freezing cold takes.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm saying Taysom Hill is not the answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll stay on the Saints. I don't know for what, but
I don't think he is either. But I've seen some things where the Saints
they go and try. Yeah. So for me, Isaiah spit huge facts. Like, he's the way more affordable option between him and Teddy Bridgewater. It's not even bro. Teddy's gonna ask for astronomical amounts more than
yeah, he's asking for starter money.
Yeah, like Taysom's not. Like, Taysom has no room to bargain. Like, Teddy won them every game after he came back from that bum ass ACL injury. So I think Taysom, stays with the Saints. The Saints really love him. He's a huge fan favorite. That's another no-brainer to me. Like, I just don't see him going anywhere else. Like, the Saints are gonna give him a contract, whatever that may be. Is up in the air. It's obviously gonna be something small, but he's gonna stay at the Saints. To me, it's, like I said, a no-brainer. And obviously it's pretty funny to see him play like every position, like he literally. But him being the future, the franchise, that's a little wishy-washy. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of ignorant on like his skill play. Like, I haven't really seen him play quarterback too much. I've seen maybe like a clipper here. So like,
I've seen way more highlights of him like not being a quarterback.
Yeah, same. I like it. So
Actually, remember when that one Steeler game he threw that pick to Sean Davis?
That's right, he did. He did do that.
He threw a pick to Sean
Davis. Yeah, that's Sean Davis, who's a free agent as well. What do you call it? But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to knowing how good he is at playing quarterback because I just haven't watched him enough. But I definitely, like I said, final thoughts. Saints are definitely re-signing him. I don't know if he is going to be their future or not, but they're going to re-sign him. And that's it. Saints are re-signing him.
All right. Now we're getting into. We have 3 more left. These 3, I don't believe, are free agents. They're just possibly on the move. First one is Andy Dalton. So,
Isaiah, you can start with this.
Yeah, you can start with
All right. So, I think Andy Dalton is gonna go to the Baltimore Ravens because you can't have a running back play quarterback. I'm joking.
I was gonna say.
Imagine.
I can't believe what's going on with the Dalton Bengal thing. Joe Burrow is most likely going to be a Bengal, so Dalton is more than likely going to want to leave. He's not going to be a backup. And I have written down the Colts. This is like my real Colts pick. I think Dalton is, I think, better than Bridgewater. Would you guys agree with that? I think they're on like the same skill level.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they're on the same skill
So
level.
okay, but Bridgewater is younger. That's why. Okay, so I was still right when I said he's the better bang for your buck. But yeah, I think Dalton is he's an experienced quarterback. I mean, he's been to 1,000 playoff games, lost every one of them.
He was a runner-up MVP at one point as well. Can you believe that?
I don't know. With age, like you give him AJ Green, he'll give you some touchdowns. They got some receivers. I don't know. Is their O-line any good yet or no?
No.
Okay. Well, I got him going to the Colts. It's kind of sad what happened though. Like he just kind of got kicked out of the Bengals.
Literally.
When he was really never the issue. But yeah.
He wasn't. It's the management, the whole organization is the issue.
Crazy.
So.
Yeah. Cool.
This is also going to be another bold prediction, but here we go. I think he stays. I think Andy Dalton stays. I think he's not a free agent for a fact. Not like yeah. So I think he's staying. I don't think they're gonna shop him anywhere. I think they're gonna let him and Joe Burrow compete. But here's the thing with Joe Burrow though, I think if I'm Joe Burrow, I'm pulling an Eli, bro. I'm not playing for the Bengals. Not doing it. Not doing it. No.
People are predicting that. People are thinking.
Okay, it's not even me being a Steelers fan, because I try to be completely unbiased as possible, except with Big Ben. Come on, we all know that. But come on, bro. It's the Bengals. They are literally the garbage can of the NFL. Like I said, putting all bias apart, they really are. Them and the Dolphins, as of right now, they are. They're just terrible.
They're trash.
They're just awful, man. I don't know. So if I'm Joe Burrow, I'm pulling an Eli. But for some reason he doesn't. The Bengals are gonna draft him, and they're gonna put him and Andy Dalton to test, and goes from there. But yeah, I think Andy Dalton sticks with the Bengals. I don't know if he's going to start next season or not. If he stays, I don't think he will. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I think he stays though.
Brendan, can I make a quick point before you go? I think the Bengals should draft that dude from Ohio State, that lineman. I can't think of his name. But
Chase Young.
Yeah, Chase Young. They should draft him because he's elite. He's like Myles Garrett. He's like Khalil Mack.
They need him.
Nice. He's really good. I think they should draft him. I think he's the better player, at his position. I think he's better. And then keep Dalton, and they're probably gonna suck because they're the Bengals. And then they draft Trevor Lawrence, who I think is better than Burrow. Boom. But yeah, go ahead, Brandon.
I don't like that because I'm a Steelers fan and I don't hate.
Me neither. I don't want them to happen,
but that might be a better plan. I actually have him staying around too at the Bengals.
Okay.
Isaiah made a good point. Dalton might not want to stay, but I think he stays for at least this year. Maybe kind of mentors Burrow a little bit.
Nah, fuck that. He ain't saying shit to him.
Dalton, are you kidding me, bro? I'm sorry, but another thing, another point with that is that's obviously our predictions. You're entitled to that, but I just don't, because they're gonna have to pay Burrow bread. They're gonna pay 2 star. I mean, actually, you know what? They're the Bengals. It doesn't matter. They can use up their cap. Go ahead.
They don't care.
It doesn't matter. Pay 6 quarterbacks.
But yeah, I just think he might stay around. Maybe be the starter until he starts tweaking. Or maybe not him tweaking, but the line starts tweaking. And he start getting sacked, and they throw Burrow in there to get killed. But yeah, I just think there's a better. I mean, he could be a good fit for other teams, but I put other people other places. So yeah, I think he stays with the Bengals. All right. So next up we have Cam Newton.
Ooh. All right. Well, I'll start off with this one because I haven't started in a while. But Cam Newton, I think. Now, I genuinely gut feeling. I actually have no idea, and my gut feeling doesn't like this, but I had to put a prediction down. I think the Bears are going to take him. That's just I shouldn't say I think. I'm guessing that the Bears are going to take him because I really don't even like that. I'm kind of getting on the bandwagon there with everybody saying the Bears are going to take him. Because I really genuinely just don't know. I just don't know. But I'm gonna hop on the bandwagon. I'm gonna say the Bears take him. Cam Newton is in a really interesting spot right now. Like, he is 30 years old or 31. I don't know. I know he's at least 30. Um, and he is a veteran quarterback, and he's still good, yo. He is still
Former
good.
MVP,
Former
NFC
MVP.
champion.
Yep, a Super Bowl runner-up quarterback. Like, come on, like
Lost to a stout Denver Broncos team. Like,
yeah, like he has a really good merit. Cam Newton is like, even though Lamar Jackson make Cam Newton look like, oh wow, but
people sleep on how good Cam was. Like at one point.
they
When
really
he
do.
got hurt.
Cam, because he got injured this whole season, and then I think he was injured even the year before that. Like,
Yeah.
he's been kind of like thrown into the wolves. But Cam Newton is good, man. He's still in the prime of his career. Like, he's dead in the middle of it. Like, Cam Newton is good, and any team should want to, like, in my opinion, like any team should want to holler at Cam Newton right now. He's arguably the best like free agent like right
Yeah.
now.
Mhm.
Like he probably is the best, like, or he's not a free agent. Or I looked that up, and
He's not.
I looked it up in 2015. He signed a 5-year contract. Now I don't know if there was an additional year that on 2015, but I think I don't think he is. I think that contract got set after the 2015 season.
If he was a free agent, I'm pretty sure they would have traded him last year. They would have got
Yeah.
something for him.
That's true. So yeah, he's not a free agent, but like he's definitely the most like talked about getting traded. And any team should want to be hollering at Cam Newton right now. That doesn't need a. I mean, that does need a quarterback. Like, I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna say the Bears, even though I really don't like that. I just because he's one of those guys that I just genuinely have no idea. I just have no idea. Him and Marcus Mariota, I have no idea, just no clue. But I'm gonna take the Bears though. I'm gonna take the Bears.
What about you, Isaiah?
I have written down. I'm like hopping on the Bears bandwagon with that. Pretty much what Steven said. Cam is an elite quarterback. He has met like he's that guy right now. Like,
He is.
it's Cam. Like, he could start on pretty much every team unless you
Any.
have like an Aaron Rodgers. Like, he'll start on any team. It's up to him like what he wants to do, if he wants to, because he could still start on Carolina if if they wanted him to. You know what I mean? Like, it's up to like them. But he could still play there, get healthy, come back. But yeah, I have the Bears written down, but I also wrote that for I think Jameis or Bridgewater. So it's either the Bears are probably gonna end up with one of them. They're gonna end up with one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote down because just in case Brady pulls a fast one and dips for some reason, maybe Cam ends up in New England.
Ooh. That would be a
But
little
yeah.
scary, but yeah.
That would be scary. That would be.
Yeah.
Belichick would put him in check real quick. Haha.
For me, this
See
is.
what I did there? Brendan didn't even see that.
Wait, I missed it.
I said
Belichick. Yeah.
I said Belichick would put Cam Newton in check real quick.
God.
Anyway, for me, this might be a little bit of an interesting one. But I actually have him staying in Carolina. I have him. I have them re-signed because the Carolina Panthers, they were all right. They started. They took 2 L's, but then they got a win, a win, a win, a win. Took another L, but to the 49ers, and then a win, and they got 5 wins, but then L to the Redskins, L. Like, Kyle Allen to me is just not the answer. Like, it was almost like a Rudolph thing. Like, he looked lit, but maybe Duck's a better example. Like, they looked lit, but it's like, man, like, nah, it just it didn't work out. And then Will Greer, their rookie guy, apparently he didn't look good either. I think the best bet for Carolina, with CMC eating, I think they have to sign him.
They need to trade him.
Wait, who?
Christian McCaffrey.
Oh yeah, bro.
They need to free him.
I think the Panthers really should just sign back Cam Newton.
I feel like Newton and McCaffrey really haven't had a chance to really do what they were supposed to either, because Cam has been hurt.
Yeah.
That would be like, imagine like 2020, like 12 Cam, or when did he go to the Super Bowl?
2016.
15.
Put McCaffrey on that
Something.
offense. Oh my God.
Yeah. Nah, you.
Crazy.
Oh.
When did McCaffrey get drafted?
I think like the next year or like the year after that one.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was right when I
Because
started really getting into football because I saw him
Yeah.
get drafted.
Um, the thing that to me though, it doesn't make sense for him to come back is because Ron Rivera's gone, Luke Kuechly retired, Greg Olson's gone. Everybody new owner, a new owner just bought the team and just got rid of the coach, and I think the GM as well. Like it's just a completely new management. It's a hellhole right now. To me, like Cam is the type of dude like I don't think he would want to come back to that, man. It's Carolina. The Panthers are kind of toxic right now. They're just like they're in a really bad spot. So to me, I don't know. Cam, I don't think Cam would want to come back to that, but hey, you never know. I mean, he might. I don't know. It is what it is.
Speaking of that, I've
who's
seen some
next?
theories that Ron Rivera, or not right, Cam Newton gets picked up by the Redskins.
Oh,
His old
yeah.
coach Ron Rivera. I don't necessarily like that for
That'd be
Cam,
interesting.
but
They have
that
too
would
many,
be
Cobra. The
like-
Redskins have
Yeah.
they have Case Keenum, Dwayne Haskins, Alex Smith, like too many.
I don't know how I feel about Dwayne Haskins. I don't feel like he's the answer. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him either. But I think he's gonna be in like the Daniel Jones situation where they'll just be
Yeah.
like, all right, well, we drafted him this high. Let's
Yeah.
just ride out again.
Just keep going with them.
It's only been 1 year. We'll see.
Well, we actually have one more left here. I'll start this one off. We have Derek Carr. Now, to me, I think he stays with the Raiders. It's not the easiest thing because I have seen that, on Instagram he's being kind of cryptic. He just posted a picture of him like dapping up with like Khalil Mack, like he wants to go to the Bears or something. That's what people are translating that as. But I definitely think he's the worst quarterback, and I don't think I just don't see him going anywhere, at least yet. There's really I have no really other reasoning besides that. But unless I've seen rumors like the Raiders like might take in Tom Brady. I mean, unless something like that happens or Derek Carr really does want to leave, then yeah, maybe. But I think at least for right now he stays with the Raiders. What about you guys?
Yeah, I agree. I just don't see Derek Carr going anywhere else. To me, like Derek Carr leaving just doesn't make any sense. Why would they want to like Derek Carr is a solid QB. I don't think he's a top 10 QB like, some people think. But I don't think he's I don't think he's an elite QB. I don't think he's even a great QB, but he's a solid QB. You put the weapons around him, he can get the job done. And the Raiders are in that rebuild mode. Like to me by getting rid of Derek Carr, they're just adding like more things they have to rebuild. Like to me it just doesn't make any sense to just get rid of Derek Carr. I think he's still on contract for like another couple of years as well. So like I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me. I think Derek Carr stays. Just there's no reason to get rid of him. He's a solid QB. Yeah, sure, he's not the greatest quarterback in the world, but surround him with the weapons, which they have pretty good weapons. He'll get the job done. Just keep rebuilding the rest of the team, man. Like there's no reason to add more baggage onto your rebuild. What about you,
Isaiah?
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, man, I didn't predict that. Jeez.
Yeah, wow,
That's That's a good choice.
Hot takes out here.
He's going there? Are you serious, Isaiah? Do you have any sort
He's
of
going to
humanity?
France? Wow. He's going to France.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
What's up? Yo, what a prediction, Isaiah.
Yo,
Derek Carr's going to France?
I didn't
That's
touch my
crazy.
computer, and so like the screen went black for a second, and when like I turned it on, like my
Uh,
anyway.
all right, Isaiah predicts
going-
Derek Carr's going to
Stop,
France.
stop,
All right,
stop,
next guy.
I think Derek Carr is a scrub, and I think his brother is even worse, and I think he's gonna stay in Oakland and rot because he's
Wow.
trash, and his brother's trash too.
Yeah, bro. His
Oh.
brother hates Big Ben. or
His
some shit
brother's
like that.
toxic.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Toxic. They both suck.
The
He's gonna
full
stay in
family's
Oakland.
toxic, honestly. I hate the Cars seem annoying on social media.
His own coach like talks about trading him openly, like, and he's too much of a bum to like leave on his own. So I hope he just rots in Oakland. I don't know what's gonna happen. He sucks. Like I don't know. He's actually in reality he's okay. Like in reality he's okay.
Yeah.
But like he's trash. Like he's not worth mentioning. We'll forget about him. Like he's yeah.
Like I said, if you surround,
I think he's gonna stay in Oakland.
I think if you surround the right weapons around him, like he can get the job done. But
yeah, he can get you right to a second round. That's it. Come on.
And that's it, guys. That's all the quarterbacks we have.
And I wanted to just touch on one or kind of two more things. They're light topics. Is the Bears? I think the Bears are actually going to keep Mitch Trubisky. I think they're going to keep him.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping him for now.
Yeah. I think if they don't even get another quarterback, I think they're going to rock with him. Bro, the Bears preach that they're riding and dying with him. Like I don't like they're saying
because
that.
they drafted him over Mahomes and what's his name? Watson.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, bro.
I saw somewhere where the Bears could have got like Christian McCaffrey and Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, they tweaked, bro.
Imagine their defense with those two. Bro, that I would be sick as a Bears fan.
And then the other thing I want to talk on is Alex Smith, yo. So apparently Alex Smith is coming back this season. Apparently, I don't know if he's still under contract with the Redskins, but apparently he's coming back. And I don't know how old he is. I'm gonna look it up right now, but he's not like that old. Like he's not like 40, but I know he's in his late 30s somewhere. He's like 37 or 38.
If he wants to leave, I think he should go back to the Chiefs or 49ers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's 35, bro. Alex Smith is 35, so like he still has. Okay. Yeah, and he's still on contract, I think. So, yeah, he'll be 36 in May. Yeah, bro. He still has like another like 2 or 3 seasons. I feel like. So,
I mean, he could stay. I don't think Washington wants to roll out with him, though, honestly.
No, the first fucking article I see is Redskins quarterback Alex Smith very much lucky to be alive after broken leg.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He should go back to the Chiefs or the 49ers as a backup. That's where he played before.
Well, he was drafted by the Chiefs, right?
No, I don't know, but he was on the 49ers.
Oh, he was drafted by the 49ers, first overall.
He went to the Chiefs. He was a backup to, well, he got benched for Kaepernick.
Yeah.
When they went to the...
And he was like, yeah, nah, I'm not a backup.
No, that's the 49ers were supposed to take Rodgers, but they ended up going with Alex Smith.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What a crazy franchise.
But I was that was crazy for that's like one of us, like if we were like an elite quarterback, that's like the Steelers for like you really think they're gonna draft you and they don't. Like that was his favorite team. Like I low key felt bad for Rodgers, but hey, talk about
the Steelers was his favorite team.
The 49ers.
Oh yeah, the 49ers. I was gonna say, I swear. Yeah.
I'm just relating it to us.
Yeah, bro. Oh my gosh, yeah. But Alex Smith, I think he comes back this season though, and I don't know, but I think he is still under contract with the Redskins.
I think he does play for the Redskins if they don't feel good with Haskins or like they just keep him on the Redskins this season. But I think maybe next season, maybe he gets shopped around.
Yeah, like I say, he's still. As long as he's confident and he's I feel like I said, he's only 35, almost 36. He definitely can play for like another 2 or 3 seasons. So, especially with all these quarterbacks playing the way they like how long they are. Ben's gonna be 38, bro. 38. That's wild. Cheek or shit.
Alright. I think that's gonna do it for this video, though. This is a little longer than I thought. We're recording for about an hour right now, so this might be more so of like a podcast kind of thing. I don't know how many graphics are gonna be on the screen. I was gonna add this a little bit more, but I really don't think I'm gonna have time to do all that much this week because I want to get this out ASAP because I think these quarterbacks might be starting to make some moves sometime soon, or it's something like that. But so yeah, that's it from us, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more stuff like this on Ascent Sports. Yeah. Yeah, peace out, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.